Hi everybody, this is
Hi.
Beth and Andy from Sun, Sea and Mangoes. How are you doing? I hope you're all having a good day wherever you are in the world. We are in a place called Valley Gardens this afternoon. It's a beautiful park. Unfortunately today it's a bit cloudy.
It's not so good. Not much sun anyway.
Yeah,
a bit short of sea and mangoes at the moment, but we'll catch up with that later.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It is warm. That's the main thing, and it's dry. We launched our channel only a week ago, and apparently we've had 140 views to date and 18 subscribers, which we weren't really expecting. We thought we'll have 2 subscribers.
It's all Beth's family. I can't believe it.
And they said, well, it's all family. No, it's not. It's not. I don't think it's all family. I think some families have subscribed, but yeah. But anyway, thank you for those who thought that our video was interesting and perhaps would like to hear a bit more from us in the future. Hopefully today's video will be interesting as well. I'm just going to show you a little bit of the park. Okay, so we have found a nice little quiet place. I think it is quiet at the moment anyway. There are some kids screaming in the background, so hopefully you won't hear it too much. As we mentioned in the first vlog, we want to move to the Philippines in 2025, which doesn't really give us a long time to prepare. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to try, we're going to do our best, because that's really what we want to do. You know, we never thought that we would consider retiring early, but you know, with the pandemic and everything, and the fact that we've already tried living in Tacloban City and we really liked it, so we think it's going to work out, and we really can't wait to go and live there permanently. There's really nothing to stop us from doing that, apart from obviously the financial consideration, which we think it's doable. We thought that we would work until the traditional retirement age, which traditionally it was 60 to 65 years old in the UK, but I think in 2011 they changed it because 65 years old was the compulsory retirement age previously, before they changed the law. And now you can, if you want to, you can work for as long as you want, and for as long as you're able to, and for as long as you need to. But there is what they call pension ages, which means that it's basically the year where you'd be able to
Qualify
access
for the state pension.
Yes, so the year that you will qualify to receive your state pension. And at the moment, well, it depends on when you were born, when your birthday is, and it sort of keeps increasing. So that means that Andy will be able to have access to his state pension in 2028 when he turns 67. Me, on the other hand, because I'm 6 years younger, will have to wait until 2034. 2034, it seems like a lifetime away. I don't think I can wait that long. But Andy said, oh, that's okay, you know, I can go to the Philippines and you can stay in the UK and carry on working.
Sounds fair to me.
And I said, no, let's not do that. So yes, we face a huge challenge now to make sure that we are financially secure, you know, that we are financially able to do that. But also equally important is that we are also emotionally, physically and mentally prepared to leave the workforce and and retire early.
I mentally left years ago.
Andy thinks he's been mentally prepared to retire early years ago, which is...
Some say I did, but you never know.
So, as we prepared on this journey, we have identified three main areas of focus. And number one is Plan B. Which is probably a bit strange to put as number one, Plan B straight away. But I think it makes sense because for me the thought of leaving our jobs for the last time and saying, oh yeah, this is it, it's really great, we'll be able to do whatever we want, everything that we've planned for. Yes, it is very exciting, but at the same time, for me personally, it fills me with trepidation. And the reason for that really is, I guess, the fear of the what ifs. What if things doesn't work out? What if we become ill and have to have treatment that is expensive in the Philippines and we have to go back to the UK? What if there's a major natural disaster like Typhoon Haiyan and we get stuck in the Philippines, or another pandemic that stops us from leaving the Philippines or not being able to see our family? And what if our money runs out and we're still not able to, we're not at the age that we can access our state pension? What if that happens? What if this happens? What if that doesn't happen? What if this doesn't happen? And goes on. So I know that we don't have a crystal ball that can tell us what can happen in the future, but obviously the only thing that we can do is to make sure that we do everything in our power to prepare for any unforeseen circumstances, really. And obviously it's important to us that we agree on what that plan B.
She told me I have to agree. So we're agreed.
Well, you agree with everything anyway, so that's all right. So life is better that way. No, really, seriously, it is important that both of us agree on what that plan B looks like, because once we know what it is, and once we understand what that plan B is going to look like, then we are going to be able to have obviously the peace of mind that whatever happens in the future, we would hopefully be able to cope with it, and we'd be able to deal with it. So that's why we've put Plan B as our number one priority to consider, because once we know what that is, we'd be able to incorporate that in our financial planning.
Tell the viewers what Plan B is.
So once we know what our Plan B is, obviously we'd be able to incorporate that in. No, we still have to agree.
All right, okay.
We have to work out what we're going to do if things, goes to pots. What?
Come back home and throw ourselves on the stage. Most people do.
Like most people do. No, well, we hope that's not going to happen. So, which leads us to number two priority, which is obviously the financial consideration. So, we need to overhaul our finances. Well, we've actually started, haven't we, doing that?
We have. Starting on means of second incomes and residual incomes. So we've got a few irons in the fire on that.
Yeah, which is great. When we went to live in Tacloban City in 2017, we did that for 2 years, and it was a fantastic time. We really enjoyed it. We got involved in community projects and also in developing the family farm, and in the process invested a huge amount of money into the farm. We did hope that our fish farm would generate us some sort of income to sustain our stay in the Philippines, but
2-year time frame was too quick, wasn't it?
yeah, the 2-year time frame was too quick.
If we'd had longer, it may have worked out better, but unfortunately the money started to run a bit short after 2 years. So
Yes, it soon became clear to us that that sort of project, running a fish farm, is an expensive undertaking, and also we realized that we just didn't have enough funds to throw into it, and we weren't ready to leave the workforce yet, were we? So we decided it was time to go back to the UK and replenish our savings and to build up our pensions again. But we did enjoy being able to live in our house for the very first time,
that was nice.
As opposed to just the 2 weeks or the 3 weeks here and there whenever we went on vacation. So that was really nice.
It was nice to feel part of the community as well.
Yes.
Settled in, wasn't it?
That's right. So yeah, so we enjoyed that part. So we promised that when we do go back to live in Tacloban permanently, to live in the Philippines permanently, that we would ensure that we're ready for it, and that we're not likely to to get on the plane again after a couple of years, because it's probably not going to be difficult.
We won't have any choice by then.
Apart from going on holiday, obviously. So, as part of our financial overhaul, we looked at our income and all our outgoings and looked at things that we could cut down or do without altogether. When we returned to the UK after living in the Philippines for 2 years, we were fortunate enough to find jobs after a couple of months. So we were able to kind of put our plan into place even then, that we would really start looking at how we manage our finances. So we paid off our bank overdrafts and started making extra payments to our credit card bills, so that we'd be able to pay them off earlier, or so that we'd be able to pay them off a lot quicker. And I think we are.
So far so good.
So far so good. We are on track, aren't
Yes,
we,
yeah,
to pay off all our debts at the beginning of next year, the beginning of 2023. So that's really, really exciting, and it's quite motivating actually. So yeah, so that's good.
Debt free in 6 or 7 months.
Yeah, so we'd be debt free in 6 or 7 months, and that would then allow us to put more money into our savings and more money to put into our investments. Now, admittedly, at the moment, the markets are not doing very well, but then that's okay, because we've got 3 years to until we go back to the Philippines.
Yeah, things will turn around.
I'm sure we're hoping that things will turn around, because otherwise,
Yeah, plan not might work. So, Putin, give it up, mate. Let's get back to normal.
because yes, if the markets don't pick up anytime soon, we might have to, it might have to be 2026 or something like that. We'll just have to keep extending and extending until we reach traditional retirement age. No, yes. So we're hopeful. We're hopeful. So cross fingers. Like many people, obviously, we keep a spreadsheet of our household budget, and we we try to stick to it. I mean, sometimes we go over budget, but we try not to beat ourselves up about it.
Only occasionally.
It's only occasionally, Life's just too short. Obviously, our goal to retire early requires us to save a lot of money as quickly as we can. I mean, let's face it, that's the bottom line, isn't it, for us to be able to do this. However, we do not want to become too obsessed with it. We do not want to focus all our energy into it. We don't want
Still have to have some fun at the same time.
Yes, we still need to have some fun in the meantime as we are, planning everything. We don't want to run ourselves to the ground just having to concentrate solely on saving money and saving every penny that we earn, because that would be a bit too stressful for us, isn't it? So we believe that it is equally important to focus on our health and well-being as well, because without our health, none of these things that we're planning for, none of it matters. So to that end, Andy and I will make sure that we do look after our health, and we want to do it holistically. We want to, not just focus on our physical health, but also our mental health. We intend to start going to the gym again. We did used to do that before the pandemic, and we both practice mindfulness and meditation, and we want to, we intend to carry on with that and to improve on that as well. We will continue doing the things that we enjoy doing, the things that we like to do, such as eating out, going on weekends away, going to the cinema, trips here and there. We've got a holiday in Spain booked for September with the whole family, so looking forward to that. Would be nice to be able to spend a bit of time with our kids and their partners. Obviously, it's been a while since we've been abroad, so we're all looking forward to that. Let's face it, you don't know what's around the corner. Life's just too short, and we can't just keep thinking about our early retirement in the Philippines. We have to enjoy life now, life in the present moment. We have to enjoy that, because we don't.
No point in putting it off until you retire. Just want to enjoy it now while we can as well.
Yes, exactly. You don't know what's around the corner.
Yeah.
You just don't know. So that is it for our vlog today. If you like our video today, please subscribe, share, and pop your comments below and like, and we'll see you in our next video. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.